The key pulls that I'm looking for though isn't actually the most expensive card. It's a card that I want to get to add to my set. So we have this nice little piece here. It's 30 something years old. There we go. Just trying to get it to there we go. That's a card called Mana Crypt. This card's worth a couple of $100, and this is the original printing of it. And then we've got his friend over here, which is also Mana Crypt, if we can get it to focus. There we go. Which is one of the more recent printings. And then we've got their friend over here, which is a special edition Mana Crypt that is called a masterpiece. And I haven't looked at the value recently, but it's definitely over like 400 American dollars, maybe up to 600 at one point. So in our terms, it's a near on $1,000 card at the best of times. So we have these nice three here, and in the pack we're opening today, which is some Double Masters, these bad boys here, and Double Masters VIP, these fellas here. You can get these special edition cards. A version of the art like this is going to be on there. There we go. There we go. There we go. One of these editions is in the packs as well. So we're looking for one of these. But then there's going to be a special art version of it. A new one, not like these three here, that we're hoping will sit in a nice slot just here at the end of the video. Will be the fourth Mana Crypt to complete my collection of the different arts of Mana Crypts. Should we get into it? Should we open up one of the boxes? We'll move these out the side. We'll just put these over here for now. I don't want to damage them. My pride and joy, those cards there. And we will open up the first box. Oh, this is nervous. I'm nervous. Oh, tasty. Now this is where the big money cards are. We'll open that at the end. In here's a box topper, and it has two special edition rare or mythic rare cards. So that's the big money. $24 packs of cards in this box. Just put that over there nicely. Bring these out here. All right. Let's crack into it, eh? Woo! Here we go. All right. Oh, I better not damage these cards. I better learn how to open these packs properly if I'm going to try and make YouTube videos out of it. Alright. Uvenwald Mysteries for our first uncommon. Just put these down over here. Drown in Sorrow. Cranial Plating. Good uncommon. And our first rare, Rage Reflection. Alright. See, there we go. Rage Reflection. And Maze of Ith. Very good rare. I love Maze of Ith, and I want one of these from my Commander deck. So there we go. That's going to be going into it. And then first foil, Gleaming Barrier. And our first foil rare, Thought Reflection. Very good card. I shouldn't move it like that. I'm really distracting the focus of the camera. And our first uncommon, Mishra's Bauble. This is one of the better uncommons. Mishra's Bauble. Morkra Banshee. And Unlicensed Disintegration. So Mishra's Bauble, definitely the uncommon we want. Firelit Thicket for the rare. Very good rare. $10 rare, that one. Ooh, and Master of Ethereum for our other rare. See if we can get some focus on that there. Frogafire for our first foil. And Clear Shot for the second. Just common cards, these ones. Manamorphose for the first uncommon. Great first uncommon. Manamorphose, one of the best uncommons in the set. Let's just have a look here. Thopter Engineer and Valorous Stance. I love Valorous Stance. I use that in a few of my decks. First rare, Well of Ideas. It's okay. And Kemba Car Regent for the second rare. Getting off camera a bit there. Battle Rattle Shaman for the first foil. Izzet Charm. Basalt Monolith. Dismantle. First rare, Ravenous Trap. Second rare, Joyra, Weatherlight Captain. Okay. It's okay. Parasitic Strix for the first. Culling Dias for the first uncommon. Path to Exile, that's a very good uncommon. I love that card. That'll probably go on one of my decks as well. Rush of Knowledge. Vexing Shusher for the first rare, good rare. Thragtusk for the second, not a very good rare. Not a very, almost willing to throw that card in the bin now, but we won't do that. Not to our Magic cards. Alabaster Mage for the first foil, and Bone Picker for the second. Talk about uncommons a bit more. Painsmith, first uncommon. Golem Artisan, second uncommon, and Yavimai's Embrace for the third uncommon. First rare, ooh, nice card. Imperial Recruiter. There we go. That's our first mythic. When Imperial Recruiter enters the battlefield, search your library for a creature card with power 2 or less, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. So that's our first mythic. Koldo the Forge Master. Foils, Orcish Vandal, and Chatter of the Squirrel. Riddlesmith, oh, I see a foil in the back there, a nice wee foil. Riddlesmith, Sandstone Oracle, and Ash Barrens. And our first rare, Pure Steel Paladin with Tempered Steel. And the foils, Corridor Monitor and Urza's Power Plant. That is a nice foil. These Urza's cards are pretty decent. I think this is the first time they've been printed in foil. I'm not actually too sure, but well played a lot, and it will be a very sought after card, particularly in a few years to come once these packs start disappearing off. And onto our uncommons here: Sphinx Summoner, Brimstone Volley, Cogwork Assembler, Sword of the Meek for our first rare, it's a good rare, and Wormcoil Engine, another good mythic. Very happy with that. 2 mythics pulled so far, and 2 very good mythics. So yeah, pretty stoked about that, guys. Sandstone Oracle and Enlarge for our 2 foils, both uncommons. First uncommon, Sentinel of the Pearl Trident. Ooh, we see a card in the background, people, get excited. Alright, second uncommon, Veteran Explorer. It's sliding off, I can't keep it a secret. Oh, You guys can't see it because I've been holding it off screen. That's good. Woodland Champion. Death Shadow. Really good rare here. Really like Death Shadow. And Glimmer Void. Another good rare. Alright, and in the foils. Oh, wow. Okay, so foil 1 is a Tempered Steel. Very nice foil there. Foil rare as well. And foil number 2. Karthus, Tyrant of Jund. A mythic foil. Alright, Karthus, Tyrant of Jund. Flying, haste, when Karthus, Tyrant of Jund enters the battlefield, gain control of all dragons, then untap all dragons. Other dragon creatures you control have haste. Foil mythic. Very happy with that. First uncommon, Sphinx Summoner. Welding Jar, good uncommon. And Enlarge. Ooh, Darksteel Forge, another mythic. Man, we are on a roll here. Darksteel Forge, artifacts you control have indestructible. 9 cost artifact. And a Wrath of God. Good rare. Very good rare. Foils, Crusader of Odrich. And an Urza's Mind. There we go. We can play Foil Tron. 2 foil of the Urza lands so far. On to the uncommons. Treasure Mage. Kuldotha Fame Fiend. Chief of the Foundry. On to the first rare. Fetid Heath. Good rare. Happy with that. And Falkenrath Aristocrat. I've already got a few Falkenrath Aristocrats. I wasn't hoping for another one, but that's okay. Foils. Weapon Surge. And Supernatural Stamina. First uncommon, Fatal Push. Good uncommon. Fencing Ace. Selesnya Guildmage. First rare. Inkwell Leviathan. Not one of the pool rares we're looking for. And Champion of Lampholt. I'm sure this card came out. Didn't this get printed just recently in something? I don't know. Foils. Fierce Empath. And Veteran Explorer. Good foil uncommon there. First uncommon, Bloodshot Trainee. Trash for Treasure. Topple the Statue. On to our first rare, Sunforger. I played this in one of my decks. Won me a game just recently. Very happy with this card. And another foil, Geth, Lord of the Vault. Sorry, not foil, come on. Another mythic. It's not probably the mythic we wanted to see. Not a lot of value in Geth. That's alright. Foil Brainstorm. Used to be worth something. And a foil Oubliette. Oubliette, prior to the set coming out, if I can get a good look at it, prior to the set coming out, had only ever been printed once before, as an uncommon that was worth $20. First uncommon, Izzet Charm. Springleaf Drum. Joyra's Familiar. First rare, Sunken Ruins, another one of the rare lands. And Noble Hierarch, very good rare. This will be in the top 3 rares in this set, I believe. Very good rare, very happy with that. Glintsleeve Artisan for the foil, and Darksteel Axe. Gelatinous Genesis. Flicker Wisp, another good uncommon. And Galvanic Blast, another good uncommon. First rare is Aethersworn Canonist, and then Godo Bandit Warlord for the second rare. A Rapacious Dragon for the foil, and an Expedition Map. That's a good foil common. Mishra's Factory, good uncommon. Painsmith, and Goreclaw Rampager, and the first rare, Blasphemous Act. I do love this card. Blasphemous Act. Great card. And Reese the Redeemed, my favourite elf. I love Reese. I plan to build a deck with Reese one day. I have the original Reese. I believe he was from, was it Lauren or Eveningtide? I can't quite remember, but I've got the original of this card as well. So very happy to pull a Reese. Few angels in this set. We'd like to see the Mythic Angel as well. Thopter Foundry. Oh, sorry, we missed Vampire Hexmage for the first common. Thopter Foundry. Lightning Greaves, a very good uncommon. Very good uncommon. Happy with that. Time Sieve for the first rare. And Hana Ship's Navigator for the second. Foils, Team of Battle Rage, and Deathhood Cobra. Oh, I've done it again, people. Alright, first uncommon, Master Splicer. Pyrewild Shaman and Reclamation Sage. And the first rare, Blood Moon, very good rare, happy with that. And Council's Judgment. Foils, Jivian Restoration and Cathodian. Throne of Geth for our first uncommon. Disciple of Vault for the second. And Painted Prism for the third. Printed Prism, very good. Fulminator Mage for the first rare. And Duplicant for the second. And the foils, Sphinx Summoner and Painted Prism. Good foil uncommon there. First uncommon is Pongify. This is one of Bridget's favourite cards. She just loves the art on it. What do you think? She's a big fan of Pongify. Glass Dusk Hulk. Dread Return. And first rare, Isochron Scepter. Followed by a Skurstag High Priest. And in the foils we've got Sanctum Gargoyle and Sickle Slicer. Weapons Trainer is our first uncommon. Crop Rotation, good uncommon there. Death Reap Ritual. Mox Opal, there we go. Alright, another mythic, very good mythic here. Mox Opal, very happy with this one. Great card. Add 1 mana of any colour, activate this ability only if you control 3 or more artifacts. There we go. That's what we like to see. And the second, Ion Storm. Foils, Kazul's Troll Collector and Defiant Salvager. Uncommons, Oval Chase Daredevil, Clone Shell, Mare Smith, Thought Reflection, for our first rare. We got that in a foil earlier on. Archangel of Thune, very good mythic. Archangel of Thune, flying, lifelink. Whenever you gain a life, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. A lot of Angel players out there very happy to get this. Foils are Kozilek's Predator and Sentinel of the Pearl Trident. Treasure Keeper. Hinder for the second uncommon, nice counter spell. Espazoa for the third uncommon. First rare, Magus of the Abyss with a Basilisk collar for the second. Foils, Steel Sabotage and Pyrewild Shaman. Let's open this box topper, see if we get anything good. Some really big pulls in this for any Magic fans out there. Let's get into it. Oh, I'm a bit nervous about this. Oh, there we go. Alright, people. Here we go. First one, Expedition Map. Now this is actually a common upgraded to rare, so not one of the ones we were looking for, but that's okay. And oh my goodness. The Force of Will alternate. This is the best card you can pull out of one of these packs. The most expensive card, and look at the art on that. Isn't that incredible? Holy moly. First two, just here. Very happy with those. Pull those to the side. This VIP box here Actually worth $180 in New Zealand, so it's very expensive. It only has one booster pack inside it, but it does guarantee 2 of those alternate art cards. So, are we ready, people? Do you reckon? I mean, to be honest, as much as I'd love a Force of Will, I think I would prefer to get the Mana Crypt in this box. Alright, let's get into it. Do you need a break? Yeah, I do need a break. I'll do this VIP. It's only one pack, and then I'm just going to stand up and stretch because I'm having to crouch right here, and it's it's hard work. So let's open this up. Unfortunately, you can't. There's no good way to open these boxes. They're all glued. I've watched a few other people struggle with them as well. Whoa, hey Moose, how are you? Thank you very much. Thanks for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. Okay. So this is the one pack we get in the box here. Nothing else. That's it. So we get one pack out of it. Hey, thanks Moose. Appreciate it. All right, let's get in. Let's open this special pack. $180. Just this little bit of cardboard. Jeez. All right. Let's open her up. We get some foil tokens, which is what you're seeing at the back here. They're double-sided foil tokens. Alright, let's work through this one a bit slowly. Let's see if we can get some... there we go. All the cards in this are foil, except for some of the lands at the back. Salivating Gremlins. Relic Runner. Revoke Existence. Ooh. Fortify. Costly Plunder, Deathhood Cobra, Darksteel Axe, Glaze Fiend, Volshock Gauntlets, into the uncommons now, Throne of Geth, Disciple of the Vault, Pongify. Bridget will be very happy with this. Yeah, she really wanted a foil version of Pongify. Weapons Trainer. Clone Shell. Oh, you can see a little bit of the background of the card. Clone Shell. Valorous Stance. Brimstone Volley. Golem Artisan. First Rare. Vishkal Blood Arbiter. Thoughtseize, very good foil rare. Oh my god, people. I'm seeing behind us, and I'm seeing some blue. We have Brainstorm. And I think I got a sneak peek at the next card as well, but let's... Oh, Academy Ruins. I saw the blue and I got so excited that we'd open another Force of Will there. So Brainstorm and Academy Ruins, 2 alternate art rares there. And then we've got a bunch of non-foil lands, and then 2 foil lands, the Forest and the Mountain. Ooh, that tasty box topper. Veteran Explorer for our first uncommon. Valorous Stance and Brimstone Volley for the uncommons. First rare, Firelit Thicker, we got one of those in the first box. And a Magus of the Will for the second rare. Foils, Goblin Gave Lear and Thopter Foundry. Good foil uncommon there. Happy with that. First uncommon, Sentinel of the Pearl Trident. Thopter Foundry, just got the foil version of that. Good uncommon. Golem Artisan, first rare, Spellskite. I do like this card. Doesn't see a lot of play anymore, but used to be a really popular card a while back. And Merciless Eviction for my other rare. Volshock Gauntlets for the foil. And Meresmith, foil uncommon. Oh. First uncommon, Core Tapper. Basalt Monolith, yeah, that's a good uncommon. Happy to have one of those. Thirst for Knowledge, another good uncommon. Phyrexian Revoker for the first rare. and Bloodspore Thrinax. And the foils, Metallic Rebuke and Joyra's Familiar. First uncommon, Ravenous Intruder, Glass Dusk Hulk, and Woodland Champion for our uncommons. Into the rares, Exploration, good rare. Very happy with Exploration. And Blinkmoth Nexus. Now this used to see a lot of play as well. Not as big these days, but very good card. Apprentice Wizard for the foil, and Whisper of the Wilds. Fencing Ace for the first uncommon, Darksteel Citadel, and Unlicensed Disintegration. Onto the rares, Boon Reflection, and Sword of Light and Shadow. Ooh, the swords. This is our first sword today, actually. Very good cards. I'm not sure about the Light and Shadow. Yeah, actually, Light and Shadow I think is actually one of the better ones. Very good. 24 packs in one of these boxes have. Foils, Revoke Existence, and Surge Node. First uncommon, Master Splicer. Painted Prism, good uncommon. Ash Barrens. Wound Reflection for the first rare. And Conjurer's Closet. Foils, Skin Braid Golem, and Cast Down. Mishra's Bobble, great first uncommon. Very happy with this. Crop Rotation, an Esperzoa, and the rares, Mesmeric Orb, and Greater Good. The foils, Arbish Aberration, and Esperzoa again. 2 Esperzoas in that pack. Vela and Akros for the uncommon. Maresmith, and Rush of Knowledge for the next uncommon. Doubling Season, yes, this is the card we wanted. Doubling Season, so good. Sees a lot of play, this card, very popular. Happy to pull that. Arik Smithy's Slumbering Isle for the second rare. Spellsky, foil rare, brilliant. That is outstanding. Doesn't see a lot of play, but we love this card, so we're happy to get a foil version of this. And Sift. And the first uncommon, Oval Chase Daredevil. Sandstone Oracle. And Pyrewild Shaman for our uncommons. And then the rares, Vishkal Blood Arbiter and Lux Cannon. Lux Cannon, very good. Happy with that. Foils, Tumble Magnet and Peace Strider. Hidden Stockpile for the first uncommon. Nice card. Invigorate. Oublier. Oublier, very good uncommon. Probably most, if not second most value in the set currently. Maelstrom Nexus for a mythic. Not one of the mythics we were hoping for, but still a very good card. Love Cascade as a mechanic. Grand Architect. Ancestral Blade for the foil. And Bloodbriar. Buried Ruin for the first one. Lightning Greaves. Love Lightning Greaves. Very happy with that. And Yavimaya Embrace. Onto the rares. Ratchet Bomb. And Brudiclad Talca Engineer. Geez, that's a mouthful. Brudiclad? Brudiclad? I'm not sure. And onto the foils. Oh, Pirate Spellbomb. And Tuk the Explorer. Foil rare. Very happy with this one. Sphinx of the Gould packs for our first uncommon. Vela and Akros. And Skull Mulcher. And then Reshape for our first rare. Batterskull for our mythic. There we go. That's a nice card. Happy with the Batterskull. Everflowing Chalice for a foil. And Vampire Hexmage. Manamorphous for our first uncommon. Very good card. Probably the best uncommon in the whole set, Manamorphous. Serasphinx. And Inata for the next uncommon. Disciple of Bolas for our first rare. Sculpting Steel, good rare. Foils, Costly Plunder, and Selesnya Guildmage. Culling Dias, uncommon. Auroch Salvages, uncommon. And Dismantle. Heat Shimmer for our first rare. And Bosch Iron Golem for the second. We've got a Balduvian Rage for the foil. And an Ichor Wellspring for the second foil. Riddlesmith, our first uncommon. Path to Exile for the second uncommon here. Love Path to Exile, great card. Morkrut Banshee. Oh, we've done it again, people. We have done it again. Holy moly, another Force of Will. Another Force of Will. Look at this. Not quite the same art as this baby here. But yeah, that is the second Force of Will tonight. Austere Command, and then in the foils, Cloudreacher Sphinx, and Iron Bully. Uncommons, Welding Jar, Disciple of the Vault, Clone Shell, and for our first rare, Cascade Bluffs, love this card, and Grim Lavamancer. Meh, not a big fan of the Grim Lavamancer. Remember the Fallen, and Silumgar Scavenger for our foils, Weapons Trainer for our first uncommon, Reclamation Sage, Cranial Plating, good uncommon there, Mystic Gate, another rare land, Terrestrodon, that's okay, Master Splicer, foil uncommon, and a Cranial Plating, foil uncommon. Happy with that one. Happy with that one. Ulvenwald Mysteries for our first uncommon, Vampire Hexmage, and Selesnya Guildmage. And into the rares, Deep Glow Skate, and the Scarab God. Now that's a good mythic. I forgot that was in this set. Very happy with the Scarab God. Is this card still in Standard? Surely not. It must have. Is it? They're not putting Standard cards into Double Masters, are they? Couldn't have rotated out that long ago, though. Thrabian Inspector, and an Urza's Tower. Is that the one we didn't have? Might be. We might have got a full set of the foils. Ooh. Is this Is it supposed to look like that, or is these lines across it? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just going crazy. And a Worm token to go with our Worm Coil engine from the first pack. Thopter Engineer for our first uncommon. Enlarge. Cogwork Assembler. Goblin Guide. Nice rare there. Quite like the Goblin Guide. And Phyrexian Metamorph. Goblin Guide and Phyrexian Metamorph, probably two of the worst box promo cards. But we're okay with getting them in these normal packs. And then for the foils, we have an Abrade foil. And a Direfleet Hoarder. Treasure Keeper for our first uncommon. Invigorate. Kuldotha Flame Fiend. And for the rares, Rico with 2 reflections. Another good mythic. Happy with Rico. Look at the art on that. Let's see if I can get that a bit closer for you. Whoop, losing a bit of focus there. Very nice card. Happy with Riku. Voice of Resurgence. Good rare. Skinwing for our foil. And Throne of Gith. Hinder for our first uncommon. Dread Return. Topple the Statue. And Beacon of Unrest for our first rare. With Stoneforge Mystic. Now that is a good rare. I think probably the most valuable rare in this set actually. Great rare Stoneforge Mystic. Happy with that. And foils. Relic Runner. And Drown in Sorrow. Our Mana Crypt Faster. Sphinx Summoner for the first uncommon, Ravenous Intruder, Joyra's Familiar, Rugged Prairie for our rare, Cyclonic Rift. Now that is a rare I actually need for one of my decks, and the other big pull of rares in the set. So we've had back-to-back Stoneforge Mystic Cyclonic Rift packs. Very happy with those. Great card there. Angel of the Dawn in the foil slot, and Deathhood Cobra. Throne of Geth for our first uncommon. Trash for Treasure, good uncommon there. Oubliette, very good uncommon. Very happy with these. Good uncommons. Twilight Myr, another rare land. Swiftblade Vindicator, not one of the ones we were looking for. We've got a bunch of him already. Temur Battle Rage for the foil, and Crushing Vines for the second. First uncommon, Auroch Salvages. Fatal Push, good uncommon. Cogwork Assembler. Chord of Calling for the first rare, and Hammer of Nazine for the second. Mere Retriever for our foil, and Disciple of the Vault. There we go. That's it for all the standard Double Masters packs. We now have this little guy here. Double Masters Box Topper. Let's crack into this. Really want this Mana Crypt. That's the card. Hoping it's in here. We'd be so lucky if we did manage to get it. Oh goodness, these are so difficult to open. There we go. Alright people. This is it. Let's have a look. Cyclonic Rift, very happy with that. Love Cyclonic Rift. Let's see if we can get a little bit of focus in here. Cyclonic Rift, brilliant first one. And for the second, Karn Liberated. Look at the art on that. Wow. Now that is one of the big pulls too. Love Karn Liberated. Very happy with that. That pack though, Cyclonic Rift and Karn Liberated, just so good. Always happy to get these sorts of packs. Let's hope we can pull something this good in the upcoming VIP Masters Edition. So you've got to speak for yourself. We've got the next Double Masters box coming up. We've got Bridget's Hands doing the lovely work here. Let's see if we can crack into it and get something good.
I hate these boxes.
This is our last box for the night. We'll go in and play some Magic Arena after this. Oh, empty. Did it not have... Oh, it did have some cards in it. Whew! That was lucky, guys. That was lucky. Alright, let's get into it. Is this a germ token we're seeing on the back here? Over to the front. Ancestral Blade. We've got Battle Rattle Shaman. Cathartic Reunion. All foil these cards. Cloud Reacher Sphinx. Tumble Magnet. Heartless Pillage. They're moving around a lot. Conclave Naturalists. Accomplished Automaton. Peace Strider. And onto the uncommons. We got Veteran Explorer. Sentinel of the Pearl Trident. Thopter Foundry, love that card. Ravenous Intruder. Trash for Treasure, good uncommon. Topple the Statue. Joyra's Familiar, must be getting close to the rares now. Flicker Wisp, another good uncommon. First rare, Austere Command. And a doubling season, foil doubling season, guys. Holy moly, that is awesome. That is so good. All right, let's see if we can get one more mythic out of our second lot here. Phyrexian Metamorph, not one of the cards we were looking for, and we've got Wormcoil Engine, another mythic out of the back here. Holy moly, what a pack! What a pack. Foil doubling season and alternate art foil Wormcoil Engine. Very happy there. Got the standard of both of those cards today as well. The rest of it's, we got a bunch of lands, and then at the end of the pack we've got 2 foil lands, which we'll show you, Mountain and Swamp. If you're new to the channel, make sure you give us a follow. That's it for the box openings.